AI agents actually can be in two forms. The first form is as softwares, and these are softwares that can be integrated into larger programs. So they're standalone. So things like your Auto GPTs, your TensorFlows, which are machine learning, or even in trading algorithms. The other type of AI agents can be in applications, and basically AI agents become applications when they have a user interface or some form of user interactions. Those are things like your Siri, your chat box, and even examples like your Netflix recommendations. So if you've ever been in a situation where you've watched a really good movie or you watched a really good documentary on Netflix, and then it's asking you how did that movie or documentary go, and you actually interact and say yes it was great, or no it wasn't so great, that's an example of an AI agent in the form of an application. So what's actually the characteristics of an AI agent? Well, they come in three formations. So the first one is that they are autonomous. They make independent decisions. They are decision makers. They're pretty much taking information from various different sources and making decisions independently to provide you results. The second thing they're really good at is pretty much understanding the objective and creating you a solution-orientated output. The whole idea of AI agents is to ensure that they're providing you a solution that meets your initial objective. The third thing they're good at is the fact that they are continuous learners. They're constantly improving on their information. That's why, for example, you can interact with an AI agent, like a chat box, ask the information in January and get a similar result or even better result in the future because it's improved on its previous learning from its previous outcomes. What are the components of an AI agent? Well, AI agents are built into three main formations. So if you're building or thinking about building an AI agent, you need to consider three main aspects. Alternatively, you're looking to buy an off-the-shelf AI agent application, they also consist of three main components. The first component is what we call the large language model, and simply put, this is basically how an AI agent interacts through the understanding of human language. Their main purpose is to understand human language and generate it back in human language. Now, not all AI agents are using the LLM model. They can actually just generate and understand information through voice, but most of the AI agents out there use their basis of large language models, which is basically a way to understand data through text, but all the main purpose is to ensure that it is providing that information in human language consistently. When it comes to AI agents, we've now understood that they pretty much interact using the large language model, and that's how they generate information through the human language back to us so we can understand and consume that information. But now we need to understand, how do they actually get that information? What is their pathway? That brings us nicely into AI agent workflows, and this is basically the route or the pathway it takes to basically obtaining that information and providing you the end result. So let's go through a few examples. A customer service AI agent would do a few things. First of all, they might start with understanding the query that the user is actually providing them, saying, okay, I need this specific information on X, Y, and Z product. They now will probably go through searching that knowledge database and then process that information by then generating a response back to you in human language using the LLM model and then providing you a response. Now that's an example of an AI agent workflow. The second example is in the fintech space. Say for example, you are applying for a loan. You can also use AI agents in this space, and an AI agent will probably go down the route of basically reviewing your eligibility criteria, searching maybe third-party databases to basically confirm that you're eligible for a specific loan, validate your identity, probably assess your financial income, and then actually approve the loan. And these are the steps in which, example, an AI agent would take, and these are all examples of workflows. Now, AI agents can take multiple different workflows, and depending on the question or the request that's being asked or the objective, it might take a very linear approach or it might take a more complex workflow. But pretty much that is the beginning and the end process in which all AI agents will take around the idea of workflows. Final thing is AI agents' decision-making model. Now, all AI agents' aim is to provide you with a decision, but AI agents can vary amongst their decision-making aspect. And this brings us nicely on to the agentic framework. And this is pretty much the ability to make a decision or achieve some form of an outcome. So when it comes to AI agents, they vary in their decision-making model. There can be a one spectrum versus another spectrum. And pretty much the first spectrum is a non-agentic AI agent. And this is basically where the AI agent relies on yourself to provide a lot more of the input. So it's user input heavy. It does not make very much decisions by itself. The other spectrum of an AI agent is an AI agent that pretty much makes full decisions without very little user input. It provides all the information and then provides you with the exact decision. Now, depending on whether you're going to create an AI agent or whether you're going to buy an AI agent tool or application off the shelf, it will be able to tell you exactly what level of agentic framework it's able to provide. But ideally, the more fully agentic an AI agent is, the better it is, and the less heavy lifting you have to do as the user to provide that input. Now, AI agent decision patterns or decision making patterns don't stop there. There are 4 main decision making patterns that AI agents can take, and all of them can be used in combination or they can use in singulars. Now, let's talk about the first one. The reflection AI agent decision making model is where basically this AI agent is more of a reflective. It thinks about its outcome, it critiques itself, and this tends to be when it's talking about the tonation in which it provides the information or the context in which it provides the information. So if you ever use platforms like ChatGPT or DeepSeek or Gemini, when you're asking it to provide you maybe a context or provide you a paragraph but in a soft tone versus an aggressive tone versus a shouty tone, that's an example of where the AI agent will probably use the reflective model to provide you that response. The second decision maker model is tools, and this is where the AI agent decides which tool or which external or internal resources will it use to basically provide you that information. And this is where the concept of AI really comes into AI agents, because in some cases it may need more external tools, maybe like websites, maybe like blog posts, maybe might even need to use a calculation tool as a purpose as part of that end-to-end solution. And in this case, the AI agent will use a tool decision making pattern to provide you that response. The third aspect of it is around planning, and this is where the AI agent is deciding on exactly how it's going to actually meet its end goal. So it basically decides on what are the steps. It breaks down complex tasks into smaller subsets of tasks to basically decide on where exactly that AI agent will take in order to meet its end goal. So think of the planning decision making model as an aspect of thinking about a project manager. So a project manager will decide, who needs to be brought in for certain aspects of the resources, the timeline, the date, the end goal, the documentation, all those kind of things. And that's where the planning aspect of an AI agent comes into it. The fourth one is the multi-AI agent, and this one's quite an interesting one because it's pretty much an individual AI agent who is basically specialized on maybe certain specific tasks, but that communicates with other AI agents. So this could be AI agents that have all 3 of them, so they can have the planning, they can have tools, and they can have also reflections, but actually there are different tasks that they're actually specified in. So the example I like to give is if you think about a construction site, it doesn't have one speciality in the team. There are multiple people working together all to build this specific building, but one of them is maybe good at the iron creation, the other one is good at maybe laying the foundation, the other one might be really good at maybe laying the cement or maybe doing up all the bricks. And that's an example of different agents that are specializing in their field but all collaboratively working together to build this outcome, which it could be, for example, creating a construction site, creating a building, that kind of stuff. And that's an example of AI agents where you've got multi-agents working together to basically provide an outcome. So now let's bring the AI agent into context. There are 2 types of AI agents. So if you're considering, how do I actually implement an AI agent? Well, there are 2 ways in which you can implement an AI agent. They come in 2 formations. The first one is specialist AI agents, and specialist AI agents are known for specifically doing a specific industry or specific task. So these are examples of maybe an industry that is specific in the content creation space or the social media space. You would look for an AI agent that specializes in maybe creating websites or creating AI videos, that kind of stuff. That's a kind of AI specific AI agents. And the great thing about them is that they are industry specific. They also have a high level of efficiency and accuracy. The other spectrum is multi-AI agents. Now this is again back to my analogy of working collaboratively for one end goal. However, in this case, you've got an AI agent that can bring out multiple different agents to basically build you an outcome. And they're good at delegating tasks. They're also good at a collaborative effort. And these are AI agents that are doing lots of different tasks, but also creating one end goal. Now let's go through some real examples. The first example is Ucraft. Now Ucraft are renowned for pretty much building websites or logos. They are specialists in the content creation space and they are known for building websites. So you can literally go onto their platform, typing the information you want, as if building, for example, a technology platform, typing the industry you want, the location you want, and it will build you automatically a ready-made website. Now, Ucraft is an example of a website that is pretty much specializing in the creation of websites, but they also specialize in the creation of logos. These are specific AI agents. Another example is Creatify, and Creatify is known for generating you content creation, user-centric or UGC-centric videos for your platforms like your TikTok and your Instagram. You pretty much select the type of person you want to present your products, you can set the background, and it will create you an AI generated ad or content creation for your platforms. Again, Creatify is an example of a platform that specializes mainly in the creation of video creations for applications on social media. The next one up, which is a specialist AI agent, again, is the Reclaim AI, and this is actually a parent company from Dropbox, and what they're known for is basically creating an AI calendar for your workforce, basically ensuring that your calendar are up to date, integrated easily with Google, but also other calendars. You can actually implement this into your day-to-day life to ensure your calendars and your time is up to date. A great way in which to build a specialist or implement a specialist AI into your day-to-day application. Write is another specialist AI which basically looks at creating a copyright platform. So it basically can create you things like blog ideas, it can also create you business pitches, it can call you call to action as well as business ideas. Anything you pretty much copyright, Write can pretty much create it. And this is another specialist AI that works in the content creation space for any form of business you're looking at copywriting. So now that we've talked about specialist AIs who are AI agents that are specific in a specific field, let's now talk about multi-AI agents, which basically can do many different things within one platform. Multi-AIs are a one-stop shop, and examples of that is Swift AI is a multi-AI platform, and the great thing about Swift AI is that it can go to build absolutely anything with a no AI agent required. So what that basically means is it can communicate with multiple AIs. You don't need to understand code to actually use this platform. It can do image generation, video generation, it can even create documents. It can also do multimedia transcripts as well as document analysis. There are tons of things that Swift Task AI can do. And this is an example of an AI tool that basically can do multiple things in one platform. So rather than going to specific platforms and paying off the shelf for specific AI agents, if you need a one-stop shop, Swift AI is a great platform for multiple different aspects of your business, or maybe your content creation can do one thing in one-stop shop. Another AI platform which I absolutely like as well is BotPress, and BotPress is a multi-AI. It works with tons of applications, integrate with platforms like WhatsApp, Telegram. It can also integrate with ChatGPT, and it can basically be a one-stop shop for building multiple AI agents within one platform. So if you're looking at building an application that can basically integrate with multiple different platforms and bring data from different sources, basically BotPress can be that one-stop multi-AI agent for that building of that application or that business that you're trying to create. And finally, Crew AI is a phenomenal platform, and this is another multi-agent platform. This platform can create AI agents for sales, for marketing, analytics, finance, and technology. So if you're looking to build a one-stop shop platform for absolutely everything in your business, right from sales all the way through to technology, basically Crew AI can absolutely do that. And tons of platforms are using this today to basically build themselves multi-AI agents. It saves cost, it saves money, but also importantly, it adds efficiency into your business. I hope that explained AI agents in simple terms, and I hope that you now understand exactly how AI agents work on a day-to-day basis. You can either create your own AI agent, or you can buy off-the-shelf AI agents as specialists or multi-AI agents. If you like this video, please share with a few friends, and hope to see you in the next one. Take care, bye now.